Welcome to Hood War Stories. In this episode, I'll be discussing the life of Tiny Munchie. Tiny Munchie is an active member of the Inglewood families. Growing up, Tiny Munchie was mischievous, always getting into antics. In his teenage years, minor misbehavior escalated into outright delinquency, literally spending the majority of his childhood in jail. He could have been something different. When he was at Camp Kilpatrick, Munchie played basketball, football, track, and soccer. The Malibu-based juvenile detention facility inspired the 2006 movie Gridiron Gang. Tiny Munchie got put onto the Inglewood families at a very early age. He looked at his older homegirls as mothers, and his older homies like fathers. He's a part of the Munchie family, consisting of Big Munchie, Little Munchie, Baby Munchie, and Lady Munchie. All except Lady Munchie gave him the teachings to become an active gangbanger. After he joined, Tiny Munchie would put on heavy for his set, arguably becoming the most active Munchie after Munchie B. He became a prolific squabbler, and his name rang bells around the city for him thundering rivals. Gunplay added to the equation was inevitable. It's alleged that him and Lil 7 took trips to the 60s to hunt down enemies, leading to reckless car chases on 11th Avenue and alleged shootouts. Lil 7 is Tiny Munchie's day one homie and knows him better than anybody. If you were tuned into the city's music scene in the 2010s, you may have heard his name mentioned on a few Frosty tracks, notably on Who Trippin'. Tiny Munchie was deeply involved and was getting his rank up and building a long list of enemies in the process. By this point, he needed to always have a gun. He would catch his first adult case in 2015 for carrying a loaded firearm. He took a plea deal and got 3 years of probation. During this time, Tiny Munchie was spending a lot of time in the studio, building connections, and was actually working on putting out his own project. He was making video appearances too, notably for The Game and Mozzie. This was within the time period that Mozzie allegedly got booted up out of Englewood.
This nigga with Mozzie, everything that I'm talking about with Mozzie is real on the dead homies. On Bloods, nigga, when Mozzie first came to Englewood, I'm in that video. Go type it on YouTube, real back in style. On Bloods, and look at who giving it up in that video on Van Ness. Nigga got the white True Religion shirt on with the yellow sleeves. On the dead homies, Blood was my boy. Blood did the bullshit with the nigga from Feuds. He let the Bloods, and then when we caught Blood on Market Street, me, Big Seven Flame, Deuce Flame, and one of the homies named Bear that's no good, he pulled up. Hey, Filthy Rich, move to the side real quick. On Blood, Filthy Rich, my boy. On the set, hey, move to the side on Bloods, we own Blood. Hey, where Mozzie at? Hey, no, he not here, bro, he not here. But we not even knowing that when they saying he not here, Blood's running out the backside, getting in the car, and he getting on the set. Now, I'm going to comment on what you said. You said how you run somebody off, they came back around. Blood came back around when all of us came to jail, and Blood started getting real cool like this with YG. We respect YG on Blood. I grew up looking up to YG. That's really big bro right there. So YG got the respect enough to say, hey, that's some bull. You don't know the LA politics. On Blood. Boom, come back over here on the set. That's what happened. I don't even get on the internet to even do all this shit and all that type of shit, bro. But when I hear say different things, no, come on, bro. On the set. On Felly Gang, Blood. You know, that nigga went off on the set. Oh, no, that happened. On Felly Gang, that happened. On the set.
He got ran out of Englewood.
In 2016, Tiny Munchie was arrested for his participation in the 100 Days, 100 Nights. He was charged with assault with a semi-automatic firearm, shooting at an inhabited dwelling, and attempted murder. 100 Days, 100 Nights kicked off when KP from the Hundreds was killed by the Hoovers. What initially centered around the Hoovers and Blocks became a free-for-all as other hoods jumped in the mix. The Englewood families obliged and decided it was an opportune time to settle their own personal scores. It's alleged Tiny Munchie and fellow gang members drove through hunted territory when they spotted a few standing outside. Tiny Munchie would exit the vehicle and began shooting at the group. Between that shooting and the time he was arrested, he went to Chicago to duck off with family for a brief period. He also made frequent trips to Vegas within that time frame. Tiny Munchie would ultimately take a plea deal on the attempted murder, while having the other counts dismissed. He was given a total of 23 years. While inside, he took to Twitter and essentially admitted to his role in the shooting, saying, "I really had the rolling hunted spook when I bounced out that car and made it happen." Tiny Munchie has been consistent in expressing himself via Twitter regarding what he's about. He also stated how he used to shoot up the 60s after getting powered up to some RJ. Regarding his dislike for RJ, in 2016, RJ and Draco had rap beef where they were going back and forth. The Inglewood families backed RJ during the feud. After Kells killed Red Bull from families, the hatred on their side went all the way up, with bullets flying and real murders coming into play. RJ began to distance himself from the Inglewood families. Members of the families took notice and weren't feeling it, including Tiny Munchie. In 2019, RJ would eventually become friendly with Draco, and that's what really pissed the families off. While the Stink team were inside fighting their murder case, it's alleged Tiny Munchie was relentless in getting at them, especially Ralphie the Plug.
I've been housed with them one time on the 2000 floor, 22, 24, before they came to jail for the crazy stuff. And Tiny Munchie was on him. Tiny Munchie, if y'all can ask Tiny Munchie what happened, I ain't gonna speak on that.
In this era, Tiny Munchie is considered an OG and has authority and say on who enters and exits the families.
They don't know none of that shit.
I'm saying shit, but I don't know 3400.
Niggas called me one time talking about, hey
You
man,
know 3400
they like, hey man, we finna put somebody on the set, right? I'm like, all right, y'all go put somebody on the set. I'm like, oh, this probably like a couple months ago. Like, put blood on the phone. I'm like, hello, what's happening? He's like, what's up? I said, what's a grown man? I'm like, how old are you? He's like, boy, I'm 25.
Oh!
I said, blood, hold on real quick. You know, I get the I FaceTime. Blood is a mechanic. He on break. Blood about to get put on the set and go back to work.
And that was wrong. And that was wrong. John wrong. And watch him out. Blood, you don't want to be the piss. Get your ass, blood.
They be wondering why I be tripping, why I be doing all that. Like, bro, this got a voice deep. That nigga said, what's up, blood? What sound like my father.
Tiny Munchie is on track to be up for parole in 2030 and is keeping an optimistic view moving forward.
We in here talking about how we used to beat up on Crips back in the day. I don't know if you would have been one of the niggas that I would have had to I don't know. Because you do certain shit. But I'm just saying, though, I do love you.
Knock down hustle. I go for when I chase the bag.
No, that's why you would have chased the money. I would have chased the knockout on you. But you my boy, because I love it. My guy.
You know back in the days like that?
Ain't nobody worried about that bullshit S38 y'all had back in the day or that little gun. I worry about none of that bullshit.
That rusty ass.
That rusty ass gun. Y'all had this.
Hey, look, that's exactly what they had too.
Hey, tell the people to the devil, man.
Hey, we Capricorn, we ain't got to lie.
Ain't nobody worried about none of that shit. Them guns are so old, I would have been doing backflips. Old ass bullets. Everybody worry about that.
That's why I love you, homie.
Yeah, I love you. Out here.
Nice ass nigga, man. He just locked that shit. Oh, that's like Inglewood.
Oh, blood, he locked the door, blood. That's why Crips always doing dumb shit. Hey, get the door back up. You lock me in. You know these here dangerous.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to be nice to a Crip.
That was, yeah.
On real, on bloods.
That nigga.
Do it again. That would have had me sock blood.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.